news, I got the job. Bad news, I have nothing to wear to this job. So we gotta go thrifting. But before I bring anything new in, I need to take some stuff out. So we're gonna do a very quick and dirty declutter so that I can throw some stuff in my car to take to the thrift store, to donate, and then hopefully find some stuff that actually fits me. This dress is too small for me right now, but I really like it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna wear it though, because it's a little businessy and my job is not businessy. I'm gonna keep it for now and we'll see on the next declutter. If I haven't worn it, we're getting rid of it. This doesn't fit me great right now. Like, this is a little tight, but I love this shirt. We're keeping this. This fabric is a little itchy, but I really like this shirt. I used to wear this a lot. I think I got this from thredUP. I got it secondhand. I don't remember exactly where. I didn't like it when I got it. I don't like it now. Same thing with this one. I think this one technically fits right now, but I didn't like it when I got it, but it fits, so I wore it, and now it doesn't fit, and I hate it, so we're getting rid of this one. This one's really comfortable, but like this neckline, it's so wide, it's always showing my bra straps, no matter what bra I wear. So that's a no. I don't think I'm gonna become a blazer lady. Regardless. We'll get rid of this. They won't go over my butt. I think that means it's a no. These kind of fit. I like this material because it doesn't attract cat hair. We'll keep these for now. Okay, hear me out on this one. This is a LuLaRoe skirt. I bought this secondhand. I bought this from thredUP. As much as I don't like LuLaRoe because they're, you know, a sketchy MLM and most of their clothes are ugly and they're way overpriced for what they are, I will say this. This particular skirt, this pencil skirt that they make, is a really good skirt. I hate to admit that, but it is. It's stretchy enough that it fits me in a range of sizes. It fit me when I was smaller, it fits me now that I'm bigger. So occasionally, if I see these in a thrift store, I will buy them. So I'm gonna keep this one for now. This dress, I don't even want to put this on. This is one of those things where on the hanger, I love it. It's a really cute dress, but it hits me at an awkward length. It hits me like below the knees. It's not good on my height. And then the pattern, it like kind of clashes with my tattoos. And then sometimes this has a tendency to be a little too open. So that's gonna go. I like this dress. I don't love this dress. This kind of thing right here, this has a tendency to like, yeah, like that, like do kind of weird things. It doesn't drape exactly right. And it's very short. It has a tendency to ride up when I'm walking and it gets inappropriate when I sit down. So we're gonna say this one's going. Another one, so cute on the hanger, but on, I hate it. The fabric has zero stretch, which isn't a big deal because it's kind of loose and blousy. But then this pattern definitely, that doesn't look good with my tattoos. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Keep. Okay, this makes no sense to me. These are from Old Navy. I was looking at the Old Navy size chart yesterday because I was looking at some pants online. And according to their size chart, I'm a size 6. These are a size 6 in their pants. And they don't, like I can get them over my butt's suffocating, but they don't, I can't even button them. I really like them though. We'll keep for now. Okay, everything that I'm keeping for now, I'm gonna revisit in a couple of months. We'll see where my life is basically and go through some more stuff then. But this is good enough for now. So let's pack it up and head to the thrift store. Well, I found several pairs of pants that I think will fit, but their fitting rooms are not open for another day. They wouldn't let me go in the restroom to try stuff on, which is understandable. That's their store policy. So I bought all 10 pairs of pants. I could take them home, try them on, and then I can return them today. So let's go do that. Several of these were the Old Navy Pixie pants. And now that I've tried them on, I know what size I am. So I can go on thrift and find some because I really like them. So now back to the thrift store to return these other ones. So that was kind of a big waste of time. I got all those pants home, tried them on. Out of 10 pairs of pants, I think I kept 3. There were a couple that fit me and were good. One of them had a hole in them. No, 2 of them had holes. And then a couple of them did not have pockets that would fit my phone. So none of those would work. And when I went back to the thrift store to return them, that was one of the most frustrating experiences. I got in line, got up to the front, went up to the counter. Hi, I'd like to return these. And before the woman even starts the return, like she has the receipt, she has the items, before she even starts, she starts telling me, you're not going to be able to return things after July 5th. Like, I know, they told me that when I bought the things. And I'm thinking, I'm not trying to return anything after July 5th. I'm trying to return them today. June 26th, 25th, whatever today is. Can we please do this? So she starts the return. And she gets everything entered in. And then she goes to give me a gift card, like store credit. And I asked her, is this the only way I can get a refund? Like, I had the receipt, I had everything. And she said, yeah, that's the only way we can do a refund. I was kind of pissed. I was like, well, they didn't tell me that when I bought these. Because when I checked out originally, I specifically asked the woman if I could return things. And I explained, y'all don't have any fitting rooms open. I want to take them home, try them on, and then bring back what doesn't fit. And she said, yes, you can do that. She also told me that you can't return after July 5th thing. I guess they're changing their store policy, and that's fine. But she did not say, you can return them, but we'll have to give you store credit. Didn't mention that. So I was really annoyed because I didn't want to go to another thrift store and to use this gift card. I didn't really want to come back to this one, but I kind of resigned myself to, I'll get the gift card, I'll go to another one, and I'll make it work. Well, because it was more than $25, my refund was like $30, $33, she had to get the manager to approve it. And luckily for me, the manager fumbled, and when she approved the return, she approved it as a cash return. And poor cashier, she's standing there like, what do I do? Because I'm not supposed to give her cash. I'm supposed to do this gift card. And luckily for me, the manager was so frazzled. She was like, just do it in cash. I don't have time to fix it right now. Just do it as cash. So I got my money back in cash. I should have known that was going to be a bad idea to try to go thrift for some clothes. Thrifting is a marathon, y'all. You gotta have time to go thrifting and find things. I'm on a short schedule here. I got 3 days before I start this new job. I don't have time to go thrifting for pants. So that was my bad. But luckily, a couple of pairs of pants I tried on were Old Navy pants. So I figured out what size I am in Old Navy. So I went on thrift and found some Old Navy pants for $10, $12 a piece and bought a couple of those. Hopefully they will fit. because I feel like Old Navy sizing is pretty inconsistent anyway. But hopefully a couple of them will fit. And then I went on Amazon and bought a couple of cheap pairs of pants in 2 different sizes so I can return the ones that don't fit. It's just a miserable experience all around. I hate shopping for clothes. I hate it. I feel like I never know what looks good on me. I don't know what cut, what style. I don't know what looks good. I'm just trying to find something that's going to cover my ass and not be super tight. And also not be loose enough that it falls off. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. So Mission Work Pants is still ongoing. Just don't even perceive the mess behind me. Operation Work Pants continues. We are on to phase 2. My Amazon package came. I have 4 pairs of pants. It's 2 different styles. And in each style I have 2 sizes. So which one is which? So let's get to trying on, I guess. You're not helping. Honestly, I don't even know why I filmed this part. Me trying on 4 pairs of nearly identical black pants is definitely the riveting content you came here for. Cool. Found 2 pairs of pants that I can wear to work. That ended up being a lot more painful than it needed to be. And now I have laundry to do. Again. Cool. Let's go do that. I can't remember if I told you that I'm trying to quit vaping. And my doctor put me on Wellbutrin to try to help with that. So far, it's doing a pretty good job. Like, the cravings for nicotine are nothing like what they were before. And I can go several hours now without vaping, whereas before, it was literally, I always had the vape in my hand. Like, even at night, in bed, I would have the vape, like, in bed with me, like, hand reach away. It's kind of like when I was a baby, and when my mom would put me down to sleep, she would make sure there was a pacifier, like, where each hand was, so that I could just reach out and grab one. It's the same thing now, but with vapes. And obviously, vaping's not the best for your health. I'm not really interested in the debate about whether vaping is better or worse than cigarettes. They're both bad. Can I have that, please? But to be honest, if it wasn't for the mental health concerns around nicotine, like, I know that long-term use of nicotine can exacerbate depression and anxiety, especially in people that already have a history of depression and anxiety, like me. I need those, please. But if it wasn't for the mental health concerns, I really would not care about quitting vaping. Even though I know it's really bad for me, even though it makes my asthma worse, even though I wake up every day with my sinuses congested, I would not want to quit. And it's not even the addiction thing. I mean, like, yeah, obviously that's part of it. But, like, I'm not trying to live to a ripe old age. I'm not trying to be healthy into my 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm only trying to live as long as my cats. I just need to outlive my cats. That's it. That's all I care about. So I got 15, 20 years max that I really need to worry about my health. And after that, it's just party time. But I don't want to be miserable. been on the Wellbutrin for about a week now, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. But I've cut back on my vaping by at least 50%, maybe even 75%. Play nice, boys. I have one more vape that I'm going to finish out. Well, I might finish. I might throw it away. I'm not sure yet, but I have one more. And then after that, the plan is to be done, to stop. So I'm trying to kind of taper off and wean myself off kind of slowly and not just completely cold turkey. But that's the plan. But today's Friday. I start my new job on Tuesday. I have another job interview tomorrow for a second job, because the job that I got is part-time. So I have an interview for another part-time job, and neither one of them pays worth anything. One of them's $11.50 an hour, and the other one's $13 an hour. If I get the second job, I'll get, on a good week, 35 hours a week between the two jobs. So it's definitely not enough to actually save money or be independent or anything like that. It is enough money to pay what I need to pay my bills, and not be completely indebted to my mom. But it's definitely a lot more than the nothing that I have right now. And then that gives me some breathing room to continue to look for a full-time job that I might actually enjoy. Or, I don't know, maybe something will pop off with my YouTube channel and I'll get a couple extra bucks coming in with this. I was thinking the other day about like what I want my life to look like. Back a couple years ago when I did DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, like the first exercise that my therapist had me do was to imagine what my ideal life would be. Like, what would it look like? What kind of house would I have? What kind of job would I have? What would I do in my free time? Like, every detail down to the nitty-gritty. And it was the hardest thing for me because I had never thought about it. I never stopped to think, what do I actually want? I've just always kind of rolled with the punches and tried to get through day by day. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want. I mean, when you spend all of your time masking or mirroring, you kind of forget to develop a personality of your own. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do at almost 40 years old. Better late than never, right? I'm gonna go throw this stuff in the wash. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's do it again sometime.